Welcome everybody. My name is Nelson Buck, and this is in Marduk's Daily Live Chat. We're doing it at 4 o'clock today, but usually it's 3 p.m. Eastern Time and noon Pacific Time. Whatever time it is in Germany, because that's all messed up. And anyways, we're doing a special time today to get some other users the chance to come on in. If you're on YouTube, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment on our channel. If you're watching us on Twitch, make sure to follow us. And I'll leave it up to you guys. What were we talking about? Snow removal? And what we don't want to do, and you said when I was in the other room that you want to hire someone to do the snow for you. Hello, Goku?
I said I should hire someone to lift it for me.
Oh,
to shovel it.
Okay, to lift it. Yeah, because we did that a couple of years back. We hired people to do snow removal. We had a whole bunch of employees and trucks and stuff, and it just doesn't pay.
No, they come by Friday to get their pay. You don't show up anymore.
Yeah, that's it. And then there's a snowfall on Monday or the weekend. It snows on a weekend. Oh, well, I was at my friend's place, or my favorite one, the one that we left the truck with, the Ranger, and she effed off up north, 2 hours north of here, to go see her boyfriend, right when there's a big snowstorm.
With our truck.
With our truck, yeah, without telling us. You know, so that was not nice.
Well, that was the time the GPS company called us. They couldn't find the truck.
Yeah, they couldn't find the truck. They parked the truck beside a cement wall or underground or something. All of my vehicles have GPS tracking on there, and because when we got them as on rent to own, we had them GPS tracked. You know, it's safer for the contract for the leaser. And we just happened to use that to our advantage. If you took off with a truck, we know where you were. Hi, James. Hi, James. How are you today, James? Who's typing?
You mean people at work? My bad.
Yeah. Mute yourself, because that's a nasty.
He said people, Nelson. He didn't say men at work.
You're pulling a BC on us right now that we're not supposed to mention. Hey, before we go any further, guys, there is a really important security announcement. I noticed that we have to hold on a second. There's all the background noise, guys. Mute yourselves, please. Good Lord. Okay, there's a really severe security advisory we have to put out here. Some moron or morons is going around and setting up Marduk's accounts. They go out and they buy off of Fiverr or wherever. They buy people to join their account. And then they turn around and sell it for, it was as low as $100 and now it's as high as almost $250. And they tell the people, one, the account's all set up. It has 1,000 downline. It's already making money. Just pay me $250 and I hand it off to you. You can use it. And then when you ask them, well, why are you handing it off to me if you're making money with it? They say, well, I'm moving to Iran or Saudi Arabia, places where you can't have internet marketing businesses. And so you fall for it. You dish out the cash over PayPal or Payza. And then when you contact me and say, I can't get into the account or what do I do with it? I say, well, first I terminate the account because it's illegal in our terms. So do not buy accounts. You cannot buy a Marduk's account. It's free. You know, how much cheaper can that get, Mike?
Can't. It's not possible.
It's free. You know, it's a free account.
Mike got it with a bottle.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, hey, Mike. Wait a minute. He could pay us to come. Then it would be so it is possible. He can do it possible. It is perfectly possible.
What do you mean?
Nelson, you got to make that happen.
Whoa, what? I missed out on something. What did I miss?
Remember, he said that it's impossible to get beat free. I said no. He could pay us to come. Then it'd be
I will pay you to join. There you go. I need friends.
That's it.
James, how are you doing, James? What? Oh, yeah, we're a little bit late, James. We're waiting for John Brewer to join because John Brewer says that he gets home late and he misses a show. So we left it open, hoping he gets the hint and comes in. I'm hoping.
How about we say hi to Belinda? She's been there. Nobody said hi.
Not Belinda.
Brianna.
Brianna.
Okay, fine.
You're about to get shot.
I'm just reading the text on your desk over there.
Anybody watching the show on Twitch, if you want to comment and tell us what you want to talk about, I'd be more than happy to talk about your topics. Let's see, what is there? Stephen Hawking passed away last night. World's smartest guy, short of Einstein. Trump is in power, so the world is a whole lot dumber now in 2018.
Pie!
What?
Pie!
Pie. Oh yeah, World Pie Day, right? What is it, Brianna? International Pie Day or something?
Yeah,
Yep.
314. It's 314.
Oh yeah.
Pie.
Oh, third month, 14th day, Pie Day. Oh my God. Oh yeah, that's true. And what else?
was his Pi Day?
Today, the third month, 14th day, 3.14 pi.
Oh, goodness.
It's International Pie Day. Don't make me draw you a picture. I don't have paper to do that.
No, usually Josh or Mike there send me a message in a bottle, but I didn't get it this time. God damn internet.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay, Danny. Tomorrow's another great day. We could wait for Nelson with a couple of knives.
Well, James has a good one. James has a good one. I've been noticing that my webcam light turns on when I turn on my computer and stays on. I don't think there's a hacker using your webcam to look at you, James. I'm sorry, but you and me are not that good looking to want to sit there and look at, like Josh says. Most likely it's a driver issue, or you got a program that's calling the driver for the webcam. Check and see. If you're using a laptop, put a little piece of tape over the lens if you're not sure. Or just go reinstall the webcam drivers and see if that helps.
What I do not to get hacked, when we're done, I just unplug the cam. It's USB.
Yeah, you can do that too, but if he's using a laptop, then you're kind of stuck with it. It's like, well, here.
Yeah, the laptop's built, the cam's built in.
Yeah, it's built in. See, now the hackers are looking at you.
Like Mike there, he's built into that chair.
That's right.
Yeah. Mike never leaves that chair, and his webcam always aims up, because Mike, I figured it out. Mike is about as tall as a garden gnome.
That's it.
So he's sitting on a chair with big cushions. He's like,
aren't trolls that tall as well?
oh no, but trolls
No,
have.
that part they're supposed to be bigger.
James, how old is your webcam? So, when it comes to if that's an issue, I would basically look to see about your drivers. And maybe reinstall the webcam and see. There might be something snagging. It could be Skype. If you have Skype open at the same time when you boot up, I notice Skype sometimes grabs my webcam and it's not really on. It's being called by Skype. It's kind of like a pain in the butt. But another thing. Linux. Troll. Linux. I found something in Linux the other day. When somebody goes to try to access the webcam now, I have to put a password in to access the webcam as a peripheral. That's pretty interesting. It's like I have to authorize the access of the webcam. Yes.
That's a good picture of Mike.
Yes, it actually looks like him. 3 years old.
On Friday night.
Yeah, three-year-old webcam. Reinstall the drivers.
Update them.
Yeah, update them and see. There's got to be a conflict or something. Can you turn your webcam on and see yourself in it? If not, that's an issue. Or it's dead. Mike, you're looking at the nostrils of a troll.
Yeah, he's a long lost cousin.
That would make them lost trolls.
Oh, jeez. Should we actually call John Brewer on the phone and say, "Hey, John, the room is open"? Should we?
Yeah, well, he might be in school.
No, he's supposed to be home by now.
Well, he might be at the hospital.
WWE. No, that's all been taken care of. That's
WWE. Forget it.
Well, that's what I mean. He can't miss WWE tonight. You know. Because I could text him. I don't
send him a recorder. Gee.
Hold on a sec. I think I got him in my list of.
On the black.
Here it is. Hey, bro. The room is open just for you. We're waiting.
And we turned off all our cameras. He shows up, nobody's there.
Yeah, no kidding. This is supposed to be the show for John Brewer here. It's like, come on, bro, get in here. Here, I just texted him. So see, let's get him going. What? What's going on? Who is this? Who's spamming me? I was hoping he'd come in because I postponed the show for him. I could have done the show at 3, then go out at 4 to do the snow shoveling. It wouldn't change anything.
Well, Nelson, did the plow go by or?
No. Even
No,
even the East End, the little J5, the little tractor for the sidewalks, didn't do anything.
So they're going to be working tonight.
I don't even think so. It's melting. Even Portland, it's melting off right now.
The plow came up the end of our street, but he couldn't get by with all the cars parked there.
Oh yeah, but they might do something. Oh yeah, there's going to be a plows tonight. There are going to be. It's calling for more snow.
You know, so.
Yeah.
So tonight and then ending off tomorrow morning.
Yeah, but I'm going to go out tomorrow morning. I'm going to go about 4 a.m. to get the job done, and then there's going to be a last cleanup probably the next morning, and we'll have to see. But I can't wait for this to end. This is 3 days of snow, constantly snow.
Yeah.
You know.
But then we get 3-4 days of nothing.
Well, we'll see. Which one is that? Hot chocolate? Yeah, cool.
Hi, Jackie.
Hi, Grandpa.
You heard that? Can you give me a
Goodness.
ginger ale?
You're looking better and better, Mike.
It's because Mike's doing a striptease and behind the scenes.
No, that's his damn internet.
You
Damn
know,
internet.
geez.
That's Saturday morning. No, you got a hangover.
How many toys do you have, dude? Good. Isn't that the creature from the Black Lagoon or something?
No, that used to be from
That the blob?
Not Heave Man.
no. That was the kids, the Stinmans there. The what's it called? I can't remember the name of it.
Swamp Thing?
Who?
Swamp Thing, maybe?
No, that's not Swamp Thing. That's it's the writer that made all those books for kids there.
Well, I don't know about any books that were made for kids, but I know about books. They're all made by writers.
That's Luigi.
You always has two settings. Too soon or too late.
Hey, is any? Hey, wait.
Too late.
Is any of this copyright?
Hey.
Is it some of this copyright by Mattel or anything? We're gonna get in shit. We're going on YouTube with this. Got my beer.
There we go, sponsors.
Today's show is brought to you by another company. Somebody else other than them. So guys, what are we talking about today? We talked about snow. We got to make this last. We got to wait till John gets in here.
Where's John? Yeah, where's John?
Nelson's what do you call it? Makeovers.
Uh,
Leave it on the cement wall.
The what?
Your renovations. Somebody stole your batteries, by the way.
No, because you keep telling me to take them out, so I did.
Yeah. I asked Mike. He told me no, don't leave them in there.
that's right.
Yeah, they'll
They
fall
don't-
in the bottle.
They don't do anything. Once they get charged, the system stops charging.
No,
That's,
they'll fall in the bottle. Look like
Yeah.
a little tequila worm.
You are right. You are right. And that was the alkaline batteries, then, not the lithium-ion batteries. Alkaline
What?
batteries you cannot leave in the charger because they don't hit a cap point. And when they do hit the cap point and they stop charging, the system starts to suck the juice out. So you're constantly doing this with the alkalines. The lithium-ion batteries are more stable. You put them in, you leave them. What you need to do if you have a charger is check to see if they get warm. If they get warm, take them out. If they don't get warm, they stay cold. You can leave them there all you want. They don't keep charging.
What are we talking about?
The charger. You're saying the other day that it's dangerous to leave them in. They don't. It's not that dangerous. But
Any battery is dangerous.
no, lithium ion you can leave in because the circuit detects when it's full and stops charging.
Yeah.
Alkaline will lose its charge and then want to recharge, lose its charge and recharge, lose constantly, so that it never stops.
You're repeating yourself now.
Yeah, right. Who's online? Who's in here? I see James. I don't see nobody else chatting. Nobody else put their codes in today. Nobody. I need Mike.
Yeah.
I need Mike to go into Mardox. Mike,
Get it to load.
you get what?
Get the page to load.
The page.
I mean,
Mardox isn't loading.
no, the chat, the Twitch chat. It just,
There's a whole bunch that are signed in.
And,
it's just that the
no, there's only.
I basically got the whole chat, except the I mean the whole Twitch thing,
Yeah.
the screen and everything.
Yeah.
But I just didn't get the end of the box. So I had
Yeah.
no input. Like,
Oh, just press F5. Reload the page. If it's hanging, just reload it. But
I'm trying that now.
yeah, because don't wait for it. It lost its connection. Most
It's
likely.
that damn internet.
There you
Damn
go.
internet.
Yeah. I mean, again, we're using Twitch, but I mean, we're not the programmers of Twitch, so it's it's up to them to get their problems fixed. There's a code. So come on, guys, topics. What are we talking about?
I just said so. Your renovations.
Renovations for what? I already told everybody. My desk used to be here,
No, that's not renovation.
and now it's
What
here.
are you doing?
That's all I did so far.
Oh, okay.
You see that? You see that?
Well, then it's not. Hey, Nelson. Then it's not renovation.
Well,
it's called
hey,
cleanup.
Hey! You see that? You see that 2x4 right? You see that 2x4 mic right there?
Let me take a look. I can't really see. I got to put on my glasses.
Oh my God! That's because you're not getting the image through the internet very well, are you?
No, damn internet.
Anyways, the wall is up to the windows, and I got to continue.
Okay.
If that 2x4 mic was standing in the bar next to you on a Friday night, you'd see it.
Hold on a second. Where did
Hold on to what?
I had a pen. I was gonna go draw a picture on the 2x4 for Mike.
Oh, God.
Okay,
the
yeah,
2x4.
What,
yeah,
Brianna?
getting-
What?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Brianna.
I'm getting the top of the Twitch. I tried reloading it. I'm getting the live Twitch chat, the Mardox Daily live chat thing.
Yeah.
The top part of it, but the bottom won't load for me.
Yeah. Well, it's not that I can do about it. That's Twitch and your connection. It's something between you and them.
Yep,
That-
that
those-
damn internet.
those two panels, it's strictly the Twitch server. If you have to go to twitch.tv/Mardox1, go directly to the channel if you want to. They'll make it better over there. Because it's not anything that we program or control. It's their servers and their stuff. They do have glitches like
Well,
YouTube.
yeah.
Yeah. They got
Yeah,
good.
Mike's internet's sucking down everybody.
Yeah.
That's
Talking
right.
about
Damn internet.
talking about glitches. If you guys are on YouTube and you follow people on YouTube, make sure you follow their Twitter account because YouTube has been failing miserably at getting the word out that a new video's up. Up to a week later, telling you, by the way, this is now available a week later. So a lot of YouTubers are now going over to Twitter to tell people that, okay, my new video's up, so you can see it. But talk about glitches. YouTube has got to get their act together. In the extreme.
Well, they're busy.
No, they're full of crap. Their system has gone to hell.
They got all these gnomes and bottles and
That's it.
Yeah,
They've got wings, any. The worst thing, they've got wings.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how. I have no idea how YouTube is going to stay in business. They've demonetized 80% of all the channels that on their platform. Just poof, no making money. I don't see how they're gonna stay in business. Nobody is gonna want to do videos anymore on their platform. You know, that's a bad
No
thing.
kidding.
It's a bad thing.
I know, that's for sure. I thought I might start one, and then I heard about what they were doing.
Yeah, it's too hard. 4,000 watched hours in a year, plus you need 1,000 subscribers to your channel, and then now this is the thing, then you're eligible for monetization. It doesn't mean they're going to give it to you, and that's just nasty.
Yeah, but that would take at least a year.
Oh, at least. At
Oh,
least. I've been doing it for 5, and I'm nowhere near that. 4,000 watch hours. I'm at 240 watch hours. I need 4,000.
Oh boy.
You know, so no, it's just not. With Twitch, we're almost like we're just about there. You know, we just need 13 more followers. You know, just 13. You know.
Well, there must be 13 people in Surrey.
Yeah, Mike. There must be.
Damn internet.
Pass the word at the bar there.
Oh no.
Wait. I thought you had 13 people that signed up paying $250 yesterday.
No. I didn't sell those
Yeah.
accounts. Well, John didn't reply back, so I don't know. Maybe John went. Maybe John went and said, I'm gonna go to the bar after work."
No, he might be gone to the hospital.
Oh, I don't know what's going on. He hasn't told me, but that wasn't a big deal thing over there. It's by now this should be done over there.
Yeah.
It's a father-in-law. I wouldn't spend my time.
So the solution is, Mike, you got to pay us to join you, okay? All 13 of us.
That's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea.
We're not selling accounts now. We're joining.
Exactly.
But I got to pay my internet, so
Just
my free internet.
what do we have here? A whole bunch of people putting their codes in. Brianna, Jesus. Guys, mute it.
Who's that?
No, that's gonna be Brianna. You gotta mute when you're not talking, because we're picking up all the cars and stuff.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's really hard on the
Okay.
ears. It's really hard on the ears. No, what I was gonna say is I got a whole bunch of
I'm actually trying to find my Zoom chat.
the what?
Can't find it right now.
You can't find the what?
Zoom chat. Oh wait, I click your picture. That's right.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I did it for you. There you go.
Hey, Nelson.
No.
If you,
Oh,
hey,
Mike, I need you
What?
to log into your account.
I am.
Did you click on the wallet, Mike?
Did I click on the wallet? Let me check my wallet.
Uh-oh. You owe Marduk's money.
Do you guys see how hard it is to be a programmer? We do all this hard work for you guys behind the scenes, and nobody notices anything.
It's top secret.
No, it's not. It's public information. But Mike doesn't log in and go, "Oh, I like that."
Yeah, but Nelson,
What?
your total is still wrong because you're using double accounting. You still fucked up.
What do you mean I'm double accounting? What are you talking about?
Well, yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, how can I have a big high sum of money less something that I spent, which I haven't because it's still in the ether,
No.
and it doesn't show up in my account?
I don't get what you mean.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, look at the top left corner of your screen. You see it?
yeah, I see it.
Yeah. It's a
And
lot.
it still
It's
shows-
more than the amount that you said it was. For one,
Yeah,
and if you add up those three numbers, that's the amount that's supposed to be in your account, right?
yeah, but that three number, that little number that's still subtracted is not. That's wrong because you should add that to make up.
No. I can't add it. That third line is the one you're talking about. It's there. You see it?
No, it's not. Take a look at the accounting. It's not.
I can't go look at it right now. I would be all over the screen.
You know why? You know why it's not?
Why?
Because if you look down in the month, I believe in January, there was an extra, like big amount installed as an investment.
Right.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's the
And
one.
if you-
That's the one you're talking about.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Nope.
Yes, it is.
Well,
Okay,
Nelson, we'll have to
Mike,
talk-
Mike.
we'll talk over it later.
Mike, the amount that we took out, I put it back as investment. I can't put it back in the thing. I put it as investment. This way you earn an interest on it. You see?
Oh, you bugger! You what kind of accounting are you doing?
We took out an amount, right?
What a bugger! And you put it down on the same date?
No. Well, I can if you want.
No.
Did we?
Well,
Well,
if that's the
maybe-
case. If you did, because if you put back the investment, it should be up in the current dates, which is not.
Minute, what?
You are so screwed up with your books, man.
No, there's not, Mike. There's nothing screwed up. The amount was taken out and put as investment. There was a withdrawal and there was a deposit. Done. There's no screwed up. I don't understand where you're getting this screwed up.
Well, I don't see it on in my wallet history.
If you scroll back, you're far enough, yeah. It's like 400 days back.
Oh, Jesus, Nelson, that's what I'm telling you. You're screwing up the accounting.
How is it getting screwed up?
You never do that. It should be always current. You should have an in and out, a double
it was
entry.
current at that date.
Oh, what a
I didn't do it. I didn't do it yesterday. I did it back then.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did. Yes, you never saw the investment part up until just now.
What a bugger.
Yeah, you're not losing anything.
I know I'm not losing anything.
In fact, you've gained something. He calls me a bugger. Anyways, we'll talk about after the show because no one's going to understand this.
No, I know.
exactly.
Anyways, do you like the way it's laid out? Do you understand how the in-house credit and all that works? Does that come across to you as a user? Does that look good?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
That looks better
Excellent.
because we had so
Yeah, for sure.
we've had so many people tell us, I have in-house credit. I expect to see the money in my PayPal account. I'm like, it's in-house credit, you know. And
No, exactly.
I don't know if they're trolling me or what. I don't know if they just don't get it. I don't know.
No, but in-house credit is a coupon.
Yeah, it's coupon money.
Simple.
Except that we went from one point saying points to money. Because how many points equal 1 cent? Well, it's always been 1.1 cent. So we just went here. This is money. It's the same thing as money. It's good if you want to buy something. But as soon as we went to in-house credit, people were sitting there going, I have $200 in-house credit. I want to see it right now in my PayPal account. It's like, it's not money to be withdrawn. It's money to be used in-house.
That's
It's like when the casino gives you chips. You can't take those chips and go to Walmart. Well, no, I guess you could. You're bound to have, if you stand at the door long enough, you're bound to have somebody say, I'll give you money for that chip.
But that was not the correct answer, though.
What?
It's not the correct answer, though.
What's the correct answer?
The correct answer is if you send us people, we send you money.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
there's that too. There's that too, yeah. Well, no, but if you send people and they sign up, the upgrade, yes, you do get actual money. That's the money you earned.
That's what you need to tell them.
Yeah, but you need to
Don't
earn
tell them that they don't get it. They tell them how you get it.
I do that. But no, I'm not kidding. I got people saying, I want that money now or I'm calling you a scam. And it's like, you've got to be kidding me. You know? Oh, no, it's severe. I wish I could show you guys the support tickets. You know, I don't know if I'm being trolled or is it really these people just don't understand, you know?
Well, they may not be understanding for lack of maybe communication there or something.
Well, I don't know how much more ways we can write it out. Like Dad, go go into your account and go look at the wallet area. Tell me by reading that if you don't understand that. You see what I mean?
There's nothing to understand.
Well,
I got Mike's investment in my account. I don't mind.
That's it, exactly. That's right.
you gotta stop with that, Christ. You're gonna have the government up my ass and investigating and having an audit.
Make Mike, yeah, he's smiling now. Things are looking up.
Do you guys remember what was that the tsunami what was that called? Oh my God, what was that called? That program where you gave money and they gave you back 10 times the amount. Traffic monsoon. Yeah. Somebody on a video made comments and they were investigated the next week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. The government caught on to that real quick. And they went, oh really?
Where do I go see my wallet again?
Go log into your Mardox account.
I did.
Okay. The big green button, the top screen, the big green square. It says more info.
Says more info.
Yeah.
Damn internet.
Damn internet.
Damn it.
And,
I'm at Marduk, but I don't see it.
Mardox, right? You're logged in.
Yeah.
You got 4 colored squares at the top of the page. The very
No, I got Banvertise.
no, above that. That's a banner. Above that. You have 4. You have four colored squares.
Hold on here. No, I got participate in the live chat.
No, because you're not at the right place. Click on home. You're in the there you go.
Yeah. I got all kinds of investments here, guys.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, one from Brianna, one from Nelson. Tina should be in there too. Yeah. Ole and Danny's. And Danny's gonna go withdraw tonight.
In-house credit.
So by looking at that, does that make sense to you? That layout, does that look like a proper statement?
Yeah, as far as I can see.
Okay.
I'll have my accountant send you a letter.
Oh Jesus.
With the disclaimer.
With the disclaimer, very important.
You know, Mike, I got a hard time putting information in, but it's really easy to delete it.
Oops.
I didn't say you couldn't get it. Is that I can't put that data into the blockchain the way you want it done. I can't do it. And
well, that's the whole thing.
Yeah, well, that's the security behind all this. There's a reason why, if you look below, it says some entries say pending audit. There is literally an audit that goes on every day and checks that everybody's account is where it's supposed to be. Because we had those people in the past that went ahead and just that was funny as hell. I didn't know there was a glitch. And they would sit there and reload the main page after logging in, and they would give themselves 25-cent transactions over and over and over and over and over and over. And I was like, oh yeah, one guy got to like $200, and that's the one I was saying, I want my money and I want it now. And I wrote him back and I said, no, that doesn't happen, right? And he goes, well, I'm up to 225 now. You better get it cashed out or I'm calling you a scam. And I wrote back, dude, you found a glitch. You're screwing over the bank effectively. You're stealing, and you're gonna go complain that I'm a scam. I was like, what?
No, exactly.
I was like, let's rethink this. Oh, jeez. And I wonder if that was James. Was that James? No, it wasn't James. Oh.
How many people on today, Nelson?
We're fluctuating between 3, 5, and 7. It's going up and down, so I don't know how many.
Okay.
But when I click on the active users. I see 5. Oh, because Jackie's not there. Because Jackie's bringing me down food on a regular. She brought me down food, hot chocolate, ginger ale. Okay, no marijuana or anything with that. Oh well. Yeah, now we're back up to 5.
Taking your medicine, Nelson?
Well,
right?
yeah, I'm supposed to be. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
what do you take? Edibles?
No, Adderall? Huh? Mike, I take Adderall.
Adderall, okay.
Yeah, with one of those little soap pockets.
I got Adderall, Ritalin, and Ceplophamine all at one time, all at the same time.
Nice.
It's all the same. It's all the same thing. And then I washed all that down with a Red Bull.
Wow, that really gives you a boost.
Jackie can't keep up. I'm shoveling snow. I'm like, yeah, go.
He keeps running back and forth to the drugstore.
Yeah, come on, eat that, eat. If I drop from a heart attack, oh wow, people are gonna be happy. They win the lottery. What? No, cricket?
Hey, Danny,
cricket.
Danny,
Mm-hmm.
are you waiting? That means you'll be the new owner, right?
I won't lose any sleep over that.
Thanks a lot.
Hey, you got
no, not for that. The heart attack, I put a waiting.
Well, that's just it. That's what I mean. You'd be the new owner.
Oh, God. I want the new shovel, okay?
That's right.
Owner of what?
Well, the Big M. Look at this. He puts in the Big M there.
I'm eating.
Yeah, so?
Asshole. Thanks a lot, Dad. Now you wonder why I'm emotionally damaged.
Hey? What are we talking about?
I was eating. I was being polite. That's you know. Okay, Yvon, Dad, you know Yvon, right? Calls
Yeah.
me up and he says, "Can you fix my shovel?" So he brings his shovel over, and you know where hold on. You know where the wood handle goes into the plastic part? There's a coupling there with
Yeah.
the wood. It cracked.
Yeah.
He wants me to put 3 screws in. I said, Yvon, I can do that, but the wood's gonna crack and the plastic's gonna end up breaking because it's already cracked. You know. And I said, look, I got 2 shovels sitting right there. You can have one of them. And he goes, well, I'm not paying for that. They're used. And I said, well, that's the point. I'll give you one. And he goes, well, why are you giving it to me? I said, well, because I throw them out. They're just sitting there. If one suits you, have it. You know? Oh, okay. Looks at it. Looks at the other one, you know. Yeah, this one looks okay. Gets in his car and he goes, have a nice day, you know, kind of thing. Bye-bye, you know.
Gotta be kidding.
Talking about shape. I'm giving you a scraper.
Just to put you guys up to speed on Yvon, I was trimming the lawn last summer, and since I had the weedy whacker, where you could trim my garden inside the garden around the flowers. So that's the kind of person he is. A weedy whacker in a garden. You're right.
Yeah, the cord sticks out this far. It's got about diameter about like that, and it's spinning around. You can barely see the cord going by, and you can't touch the flowers.
Well, you can tell where the cord is. You put your finger down there.
Ow!
No, you don't trim
And
it.
you can tell when you take a couple of flowers.
No, I told him Mike to lay out the bottle for a while.
That's it. Yeah.
That's bad.
All kinds of stuff he wants, and
Yeah.
it doesn't make much sense. You know the black trim you put around the pool
Yeah.
to keep the rocks away from the pool
Yeah, the grass.
and the lawn?
Yeah.
You got a weed whacker. Can you dig alongside the black trim on the lawn to make a space there? I said, what? It's not a backhoe, it's a weedy whacker.
James, just to answer James' question, have you posted the important security notice on any of the social networks? The scammers are most likely using social networks. I did post them on Facebook and it's on Twitter. I was gonna make a video and then get that out there, but
He's got it on this Twitch thingy and
yeah, I got it on Twitch. Yeah,
thingamabob and
it's on my thingamabob. Yes, it is. Yeah, I got it tattooed on. Yeah. But if you want to distribute it, go ahead. On Twitter, the username is Mardox1. You can just retweet it if you want. It's up there. But it's also on Facebook. So yeah, go check it out and yeah, pass the word around because we got to get these scammers to stop messing with people's sites like this. I think it's a new way for them to make cash. It's easy. Hey, I got a Twitter account, 20,000 followers. You want to buy it for me for $100? Here you have it. It's all yours. And then they take off with the cash, and you try to gain access to it, and you just can't. And guess
or
what?
you can, and they're all fake followers, and it's not worthless to have anything. Well, don't do it.
Say that again.
Or you can access it, and it's all just fake followers that don't mean nothing.
Oh yeah,
anyway.
no, it is all fake followers. I know that because the people that are signed up to these fake accounts at Mardox, they just simply came in, they confirmed their email, and that was it. They didn't even log in. They didn't do anything, And it's like 1,000 one after another, and so now it's a problem of going through and banning those accounts, those email addresses. And
Yeah, but they can't come into Marda. They don't have the right credentials, right?
no, anybody can sign up. It'd be like you go.
The ones that buy the
Well, if you got your account, you want to sell your account to Raymond, you can. But Raymond's going to, if forever, is going to have to say, "Hi, I'm Danny Buck, and I want to get into my account." If he slips up and says, "I'm Raymond," I'm going to go,
yeah, but
"What?"
you can't do that because he's impersonating me.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So right off the bat, that's illegal. Because what they want me to do, what one person told me was, "Well, could you change the name of my file?" I said, "Why do you want me to change your name?" And so one of the reasons why we don't allow people to change the name on the file is because otherwise, Danny will sell the account to Raymond. you know, and then Raymond goes in, changes the name, and now it's Raymond, you know. But to prevent that, we don't allow that. So when someone contacts us through the tech support or the help desk and says, "Can you change the name of my file from this to this?" First thing we're saying is why, because now you're not the one that owns the account, you know. And so
But we should put our in-house PI on that there.
yeah. What's his name there? Bung Julio there. What's his name? He's got like a muscle plasticky thing going on there.
Surrey.
Yeah, yeah. He does all the drive-bys, right?
In Surrey, yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm on the case.
so Mike, any word on the drive-by in Surrey? I mean, who the hell does a drive-by in Surrey?
You'd be surprised how many drive-bys sometimes we get.
Really?
Well, in that particular area, Mike.
Always in the same area.
Yeah, that was on the news.
Now, is that like the hood?
No. They're very nice houses and all that.
Yeah, it's a nice neighborhood.
Yeah, they're very nice neighborhoods. The problem is these are targeted shootings.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, by a PI, a personal instigator.
You see the nose? I'm on the job.
Yeah, there you go. And it looks a lot like you.
And the hairdo is not right, though.
Well, it's the hair he used to have.
Yeah, that's what I used to have.
Yeah, but your hairdo is your signature, Mike. That's all we get to see.
We should bring out baby pictures next episode.
See, that he said it's one of his cousins, and Mike is his uncle. So you figure it out.
That's right.
Not good at all. 41 minutes in, guys.
Sing?
What?
You said sing?
41 minutes in.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to sing for us.
La 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 la.
Oh, God, we're losing people.
Figaro, Figaro. Frère Jacques, dormez-vous?
Something nice that I was looking at today. The government of Quebec wants to increase the speed on the highways.
Yes.
Let's say to 115 or 120, because people are going from 100 to going 110 to 120 as it is. So they want to solve that problem for the cops by making them legally capable of going at 120, for example.
Yeah, but people are going to go 125, 130 after.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to become dangerous like hell.
What do you think, Mike?
Well, we already have a place here that runs up 100 kilometers. Some of the highways, but most of them they run around 80 clicks.
Yeah. But I mean, on a highway, people are dangerous at 100. Imagine at 120 now.
Well, look at the Autobahn. The Autobahn, I mean, you run whatever you want. And if you're in the slow lane,
we don't have place here like an Autobahn.
No, we don't.
Yeah.
Well, no, hold on now. Autobahn only means auto route. That's all it means. There's only there's only a very small section that is unlimited speed. It's not the whole thing. It's only like a 10-kilometer section that you can go to.
You better tell John that he thinks it's unlimited the whole way.
No. John will tell you that it's only a little section of about 10 kilometers long that it's unlimited speed. There's no speed listed.
Yeah, but John only lives there. You got to talk to people with Ferraris and stuff like that.
That's right.
Yeah, if you get caught on there, but the word Autobahn means auto route in English. It just means highway. That's all it is. It's just that Hollywood has made it the Autobahn. You know. What is that background noise again? I hear a whole bunch of noise.
But I wanted to.
Go ahead.
I was trying to talk, and you were talking.
Oh, go ahead.
So, isn't one in Quebec? You use kilometers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's 110 kilometers an hour.
Well,
we're talking about 80 miles an hour, right?
More than that. Hold on a second.
No, here we've got 100.
Rihanna, the Americans are still running on the old system.
It's
They
only-
haven't come up to date. They're the only ones in the world that are still running that way.
No. There's two islands in the world that use Imperial, but not
They still
American.
use Imperial?
Yeah, but they're
Yeah,
using
the
they're
American-
using Royal Imperial, not American.
Yeah, but to answer Brianna, 100 kilometers an hour is 60 miles an hour.
That's right.
That's right. So what speed? So 100 kilometers an hour is 62.13
Yeah,
miles
60
an hour.
miles an hour.
Yeah. So
Like-
what speed, Dad? Did we say? Actually, I did that
Well,
wrong. It's kph, right? kph, and I'm looking to put that in. I'm just gonna restart. 100 kph in mph. Yeah, 62.1371 miles per hour is 100
but
kilometers.
they say 100.
Yeah. Okay. So what did they say that we're going to go up to? That is 120.
They're only talking about it, but it could be 115, it could be 120.
Okay. Well, at 120, it's 74.5 miles an hour.
Yeah, you can't have that. It's impossible.
My truck, My truck is forcing at 120. I can get to 125. I've done it. They're going downhill, maybe at 140. But I mean, it's hard on the truck.
No, but listen, this is just on the auto routes now, not on secondary highway.
No. That would be like the highway, like the 410, the 10, the 55, and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But one reporter asked a nice question. She says, what about people that are texting and using pot now and stuff like that? Isn't that going to make it more dangerous? And she's right.
Well, for one, the texting's not allowed. If you're texting, you're as bad as a drunk driver.
No, but they're going to do it whether they're going 100 or 120.
But changing the speed limit is not going to change the texting part. You
It's going to make it more dangerous.
No, but you can put it to 5, and you'll still text. Is what I'm saying.
No, Nelson. If you're texting at 100, okay,
Yes.
and you're texting at 120, you're going to go and hit that car ahead of you a lot faster at 120 than
Yeah,
you're at.
I know that. But the ones that are texting are already doing 120 and 140 because they're not looking at the speedometer.
Yeah, and then people can use marijuana.
That's driving under the influence. It's jail time.
No, but it's going to be legal, that pot.
It doesn't matter. It's still jail time. If you consume alcohol, beer, and then drive, it's against the law. You get caught, you go to jail.
You'll be able to smoke marijuana when you're driving.
No, you're not.
That's the problem.
No, you're not. That's a misconception. The law,
Yes,
the law, it is an influential substance like alcohol.
No. The cops are even wondering, how are we going to deal with this? He said, we have no way of testing these people.
Yes, they do. They do a
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
They got 4 machines that they're now going to try.
They can do a breathalyzer checking for GHB.
No. They have 4 machines that they brought out, 4 new testers, and they're not quite sure if it's going to work or not.
Because they got a company that's put out technology to test it. But if they test for GHB, they will detect GHB. Just like they detect alcohol when you do a breathalyzer with alcohol.
The provincial and the RCMP are both saying the same things. They have no way of knowing.
Yeah, and when somebody gets in a car accident, he's had marijuana, and gets in a car accident, cops show up, you don't think it doesn't stink? You know?
But they can't prove that right now.
They can bring you in and have a blood test done. Just like they would do with alcohol.
The RCMP and the provincial police say they're both the same thing. They have no way of testing that. They can assume it, but they can't test it. They can't prove it.
You can test for
that's why they have drive-by shootings in Surrey.
Yeah, right. But you can test for marijuana. You can test for cocaine with blood tests. That's what the blood test is for. Alcohol.
No, they're talking marijuana only.
Well, they can test for it. They test for GHB. It's not. They did this back in the 70s.
That's not what these specialists are saying.
Well, when a guy gets in a car accident and he hits another car and the cop smells drugs, he's instantly brought to a lab where the lab is brought on site and they take a blood test. And you cannot refuse a blood test. And then what do you think they're testing for? They're testing to see if they're drugs.
You can.
Huh?
What?
You can refuse the blood test.
Not in Canada.
Yeah.
Not in Canada.
Yes, you can.
No, you cannot.
Yes, you can, Nelson.
Well, apparently you can. I was told you cannot refuse a blood test.
No, here in the States, the way it works is if you refuse it, it's considered an admission of guilt and you lose your license automatically.
Well, then there you go.
However, one of the things you got to remember, at least in the States, all you have to do is say you're, Christian Scientist or Jehovah's Witness, and they're not allowed to take any blood off you for anything. They can't even do a DNA test if they wanted.
Well, if they have a court order, they can.
No.
The judge can overrule religion. The judge can overrule religion.
Not here.
Oh yes, yeah, in the States, because it was on the news, and the judge ordered it, and they did take his DNA.
Although they constantly take religious rights away from us here, so
No, but the guy, if you're a criminal, you have no more rights. I don't care what religion you're in. You're a criminal. That's it.
No, I mean, even if you aren't a criminal, they take some of your rights here if you're religion.
Okay, if you are stopped by the police while in your car, the police have the legal right to ask you to provide a number of different samples, including roadside breath screening sample, breathalyzer sample, and a blood or urine sample. You're allowed.
The guys will say piss on it.
Yeah, they're allowed.
No, they're allowed to ask. That doesn't mean you have.
No, you're legally. Legally means they can do it. And like Josh says, if you refuse, they revoke your license. Now you got to go to court. It could take 6 months to get your license back.
But you know what? Here, that's actually the recommended suggestion by the attorneys is to refuse the test because you'll lose your license for 6 months. But if you take the test and you're guilty, you may lose your license for 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
Oh, here in Quebec, although the police must have good reason to believe you may have consumed alcohol or drugs before demanding a sample. That's in Quebec. Ontario doesn't demand it. They don't need to have a good reason. In Quebec, here you do. They have to have a good reason. In other words, they got to be able to smell it.
Well, they can't smell it while driving in their car following you. They can't smell that.
No, but they can pull you over for erratic driving. Someone who's hot.
I gotta go, guys. Okay.
No problem. Somebody who's high isn't going to drive like a person who's not high. Dad, the cops have been doing this for 30 years. They've been pulling people over for a long period of time. And it's complete bull. I say legalize the drugs and let people do whatever they want to do with their bodies. Just don't do it to mine. So
but behind the steering of a vehicle.
I agree, but there's a lot of alcoholics in this province. We consume the most beer. we consume the most beer in all of Canada here in province. I don't see a shitload of drunks on the road. People are able to.
Now that I guarantee you, we outnumber you on here in Wisconsin.
Quebec is the alcohol drinking capital of Canada.
Yes, and there's a lot of people drunk on the road.
Like here, there's a distillery every block.
Well, no, yeah, but again, you got 10 times the people.
No, but in U.S. it's bad.
Oh, there's distilleries here too, Josh. A lot of people do their own distilleries in their own home here. It's but for the number of people that consume alcohol here in Quebec, we consume the most alcohol across the entire population of Canada. And and the thing is, we don't see drunks everywhere. They're not all walking the streets and going. I don't know where my dad lives, but he must see a lot of drunks. What about you, Mike? What's the alcohol situation in your area? Oh yeah, wait.
Yeah,
BC. Hold on.
Number one, they cannot drink here in this province.
Hold on. British Columbia.
What?
No, they can't drink in this province. That's why they have no bars open and all that, because they're childish.
What are you talking about? You can't drink in British Columbia.
Yeah, you can't drink. Most of these people don't know how to drink, so that's why they have a lot of laws here.
But there's no bars. You can't buy alcohol in a store. Nothing.
They're just starting now, but the problem is they're very backwards, due to the fact it says British Columbia. They still have that British system of bullshit.
Yeah, but that doesn't work because if you go to Europe, Britain, they consume a lot of ale.
Well, yeah, that's right. But it's only in Canada they're backwards. They always have to make they always have to make a study upon study, which was already studied.
No, but Mike, they have bars in BC.
Very little. Very little. They don't have a nightlife like in Montreal.
Okay. In British Columbia, it says here, when I looked at British Columbia, in Canada, drug-impaired drivers can be detained by police officers who are trained and certified as drug recognition experts, or DREs. I've heard of that. If a police officer has reasonable grounds to believe a driver has consumed drugs, including prescription drugs or combinations of alcohol and drugs, they can evaluate the driver's behavior and request a blood, urine,
Oh yeah, they're allowed here.
oh wow, or
They can
oh,
request.
hold on, no, hold on,
Yeah.
hold on. Hold on,
Yeah.
hush your beak a second. Request blood, urine, or oral fluid sample for testing. Oral fluid sample. Are they going up the butthole?
No,
No, no,
saliva.
Oh, I
from
heard
the mouth, man. You got the wrong hold, Dan.
Oh.
I didn't know, man. You know.
Yeah. What were you going to say, Josh?
Yeah. And don't even need to say anything.
Drivers who fail to comply with the request or who comply and are deemed to be under the influence of drugs will be subject to criminal charges that carry the same penalty as driving while impaired by alcohol. Evaluation of drug impairment includes sobriety tests that are similar to the test for alcohol impairment, taking blood pressure, oral body temperature, and pulse. Okay, that oral body temperature, that's up the butthole. And measuring pupil size in different lighting conditions. So wow, no, it goes on and on and on. No, they're set up for this. They're
Nelson,
yeah.
don't mix up the word oral and rectal.
No, I know
Okay.
that I was joking. Oral and
Yeah, sure.
oral and anal, oral anal. You know, oh jeez. Raymond, should the police be allowed to put stuff in your oral, anal, and take samples?
Is he at home now?
Hold on, Raymond. Can you turn on the mic? What is it like in your country with alcohol and driving and drugs? What's it like over there? But you'd have to talk to us.
Okay.
I'm not driving.
No, but
the
drivers,
laws.
the laws.
The law, you cannot drive and drink.
What about drugs? What about marijuana?
They will take your driver license.
For
And
For
marijuana?
how long?
Yeah, you can see bye-bye to your driver license if you do that.
But for how long? For good or for just a period of time?
For good. Of course, for good.
Oh,
because
it's that bad.
Oh, wow.
Because that is for in danger. Yeah, putting people's lives in danger.
Yeah. I got no problem with people doing whatever they want to do with their
They want,
bodies.
yeah.
Wait a minute.
What?
I'm familiar with the Mexican rules. All you got to do is slip him 100 and he'll let you drive off.
Yeah, that was more than that was the 80s and 90s.
Corrupted police officers. Yeah.
Thing is though, Josh, if slipping 100 and then they can have you in jail for a whole bunch of
Bribery.
charges, bribery,
Yeah, that's for bribing.
trafficking. Because if they're that corrupt, they'll have you listed for trafficking, for all
Actually,
sorts.
there was a YouTube video recently where they were at the Mexican border and they sit there and asked them if they had anything in their car. And then one of the guys said, "Yeah, we got a trunk full of Coke." And they sit there and we're talking about how much the bribe would be in order to let them go.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
And it was a joke that they were playing on the officers. It was a trunk full of Coca-Cola.
Oh.
shit.
Oh.
Well, Nelson, the fatal stats.
Can't hear you. All I hear is a troll. What?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you one thing. The statistics is Canada is number one at 34% of the highest alcohol rates per 100,000.
Yeah, but what? Driving
wow.
or what?
United States, yeah, in driving accidents,
Oh yeah.
including United States in second, New Zealand in third, Australia in fourth, Slovenia in five.
I had one case where the guy cut me off on the road. I went into the ditch and he stopped just after, and I beat the piss out of the guy. When the cops got there, they wondered what happened to him. I said he tripped.
Yeah, over my fist.
Yeah, over and over and over again. And the guy was unconscious in the snowbank, and bleeding from all those orifices. And the cop looked,
All of his orifices? What did you do to him, man?
Oh,
Gee,
I beat the crap out of him.
are you sure that's all you did?
Yeah, you give an oral
I
test.
turned, I turned him into my bitch. Hey, Raymond, hold on, Raymond, your referral code, your ID at Mardox ends with 77777.
Yes, it's correct.
Holy crap, that's a lucky number.
Yes.
I don't know anybody who has just sevens at the end.
Yeah, I'm the lucky one.
Wow, don't lose that account.
They do stuff like that in Mexico.
Yeah, but create
Tomorrow your account will have a
I
new
didn't
number.
pay for this account.
Yeah.
I got it.
yeah, create other accounts and sell those off, okay, Raymond?
Okay, thumbs goes up.
No, James, you can't sell your account. Watch James go, damn
Internet.
damn internet. Okay, so listen. So what I was trying to say is, I don't care. People should be able to do whatever the hell they want with their bodies, but don't endanger someone else's life with what you're doing with it. You know, go home, smoke pot, sniff coke, do what you want, but do it at your own home. You know.
Well, that's encouraging drugs. That's not good.
There's nothing wrong with drugs. Why are we saying somebody who owns their
You
own
know,
body aren't allowed to
is
do
it-
what they want?
Well, let me
Because-
ask you a question. Is it illegal to do drugs? Because here in the States, it's not.
Yeah. But
No,
jail
but it's
yourself.
what you do after that you can
Enclosure yourself.
Oh, okay, but same thing with alcohol.
There is no drug illegal here in the United States.
No, it's what you do
Well, I'm
once
sorry.
you consume
There is
them.
no drugs that you cannot use here in the United States. The illegal act is possession, not use of.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Yeah, and it's also illegal what you do after you use them.
Yeah, but Dad, same thing. If somebody consumes alcohol and then gets nuts and goes and does something stupid, punches holes in the walls, the same thing. The guy shouldn't
No,
be drinking.
That's just in Surrey.
That's just absurd.
Now we are.
Yeah, but remember,
This
remember
is
one thing.
Interesting now here now.
Because it's a misconception. I know guys who are programmers who sniff coke, and they're the nicest guys in the world. But when they get around coke, they'll program 10 times more code than I can in the same hour.
Oh,
And they're
jeez.
spot on.
Yeah, but Nelson, I have to tell you
Just
also.
Adderall, not coke.
No,
No.
I'm not kidding. These guys get on coke and they're focused, like laser focused. But they're
That's
not.
like-
But they're not doing like you see on TV in Hollywood, where they're smoking a line of coke this long. It's a little bit, and it just your focus is bang. You know.
Let Mike speak.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike. Damn troll.
Yeah, the worst. Hey, listen, the worst drivers in Canada are the ones in BC.
Yes.
No, not, they are the worst. Trust me on that. The most dangerous are in BC. Because everybody and their grandmother teach these people how to drive.
Yep. Mike, that's funny you should say that, because when we went to Surrey a few years ago, the text there said, well, we better drive. We know the people around here. He was talking about driving conditions.
That's right.
Because we had to go from Vancouver down to Surrey. And he says, we'll do the driving.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you one thing. In Richmond,
Yeah.
the most the vehicles which are the most popular in Richmond are BMW, Mercedes, Porsche, Maseratis. And those are the courtesy cars also.
Okay, so hold on a second. When I go to Surrey, all I have to do is just stay there.
Now you let
Hey.
Mike drive.
Hey, yeah,
I got a license. I can drive in BC. Nothing can stop me there.
yeah, but you take your life in your own hands when you drive.
You,
Yep.
you take your life in your own hands anytime you drive. The other
Well,
day, the other,
sure.
the other, the other,
But I'll tell you, Nelson, in BC, when I was driving, when I'm driving in some places, especially Richmond.
Interesting how you say when you were.
No, but
That's right. Well, especially in Richmond, because I don't go there anymore.
yeah, he
When I
doesn't
was-
own one of those cars.
That's right. One of those cars came up from my
So-
extreme right into my left.
So is Richmond, BC, something like LA, California?
No, there's a lot
Oh,
of
it's
Asian
like
people.
Richmond, Virginia, and D.C. It's right
Yeah.
next to each other in the area. Like an hour
No,
away.
No,
but,
no. I mean that quality of life and the way people live.
I'm just messing with you, man.
No,
You
it's
said
an
Richmond.
average.
We have a Richmond, Virginia, and
Yeah.
D.C.
You got a Richmond, Montana. You got a Richmond everywhere. I know that. You got a Richmond,
No,
Quebec
but-
here.
But the Richmond, BC, I mean, there's a lot of Asians. And I have an Asian friend who said to me, "Oh, the worst drivers are in BC, are in Richmond." And I looked at him. I said, "Yeah, but you're Asian." He says, "I know."
Oh,
Well, Mike is right, because Heavy Rescue 101, we're talking about that. He said the worst place to do towing is on the BC highways.
That's right, Kohala.
No, that's Jimmy Davis. But
Uh-huh.
Heavy Rescue 101 are throughout the province,
Yeah.
And they say the worst place is in BC.
Yeah, that's right.
Really?
Yeah, you've got semi-trailers coming, 100 miles an hour beside you, a foot from you.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
grief.
We got a driveway that we dig out. I got to park in the driveway if it's during the day. It's on Portland, Dad, on the old Portland. And
Yeah.
I think this stuff is so slushy and thick. I got to use a square metal shovel to shovel this out. And all I can do is go in, scrape 1, 2, 3, and I got to back up and wait, let cars go by. Zoom, 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 you know, nobody stops or moves over. You put your head down to take another scoop. You're taking your head off with the car. They will not slow down for you. You know, it's like, it's bad. And King Street's the same thing. Don't try to shovel an entrance to a driveway on King Street. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my truck died out on Book Boulevard here, and
Yeah.
came up behind me. He put all his flashers on and everything.
I had a Silverado.
And when the cop got there, I asked him, "Why don't you park behind us up in the hill? You know, to warn people to merge, go to your left." He says, "I ain't parking behind you." The cop didn't want to park.
No. And there was one lady. All the other cars are finally getting a hint that we're stopped and there's a breakdown. They're going around. This one lady got pissed off and she hit my corner of my bumper and rubbed her car on the truck, and she pushed in my bumper, but she scratched all the side of her SUV. Just because
she took off in a fit.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh my God. So she went and pulled into the driveway, and the cops finally got there and all that. But it's like, you got to be kidding me. It's like, you know.
Yeah, but the cops did not want to block the lane behind us.
No.
He says, I ain't parking there.
No, forget that. Yep, forget that. Oh,
That's how bad it is.
It's dangerous. It's dangerous.
And then the tow trucks showed up to tow my truck. People are behind my truck tooting the horn at him.
Yeah.
Get out the way.
That's it.
The guy goes, "What? I'm towing a truck."
Yeah. Now we unpinned the trailer from the pickup, and I had to maneuver in front. When I went in front of the trailer, there was a car right away behind me. And we had to tell the guy, "Get off from behind me. I gotta go pin up to the trailer." Since when do you see a trailer sitting in the middle of the road with no vehicle attached to it?
We're lucky nobody drove into the trailer.
Oh yeah, well, big yellow and black. Yeah, in broad daylight.
Yeah.
You know.
No, it's how stupid people are.
Yeah, they just can't think ahead. Like, oh my, I got to do my thing and only my thing. Anyways, guys, hey, it's the end of the show, and I don't think John Brewer's coming on because, you know, some people just don't want to be here, I guess, even though we bent over backwards for them. And
He'll come on after you turn it off.
yeah, I know what it's gonna say, and I'll get a clip of it and put it on Twitter later. But it's gonna be, "Sorry, bro. I was very busy and tired and blah 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 blah." I think what John did is that he told me that the time changes on the 25th of March. I'm thinking he's waiting for the 25th of March, going, "I'm on vacation from these guys."
He might have gone to bed too.
That's it. Okay, so we do this show every day, Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, noon Pacific. Today was a special case. We did at 4. But join in, watch us live on Twitch, and you can follow us. We'd be more than happy to see you follow us. If you're on YouTube, please subscribe, like, and comment, and share the video, the link. We do want to get all this going. And hey, if you want, come on the live show. Everybody's invited on the live show to give your opinion. We talk about drugs, we talk about sex, we talk about holes that apparently are orifices, and we watch trolls, and we talk about all sorts of stuff on this show. So with that said, guys, if you guys want to say goodbye, I'll find the button, and we'll end the show.
Bye, everyone.
Where's the dang button on that darn internet?
Yeah.